Loading internet gremlin.exe.
Hi everybody, Stone the Internet Gremlin here. I have a few things that I wanted to talk about. First of all, I broke a promise that I made to myself when I first started doing this, and that was not going onto Twitter and yelling randomly about things. It's sort of like screaming into the void, and it just causes problems, especially when you yell about strong emotions and feelings. Secondly, the things that I was screaming about really aren't that important when it comes to real life. It's about a video game, and video games are supposed to be fun. Yet when you take them too seriously, sometimes your mind can get away from you. Now, the game I'm talking about is Honkai Star Rail, and the tweet that I made had to do with the current storyline 2.1 and the character Adventurine. Adventurine was a character from the very beginning. You heard on the phone with Topaz, and he came off as a little shit. I'm not even going to mince words. Not an interesting character whatsoever as far as I was concerned. Although, right now, thinking about it, after my horrible writing tweet, I think I understand what the character is suffering from, and that is one of the greatest sins of literature, and that is tell, don't show. Everyone is saying how Adventurine is a shrewd businessman and how he is running circles around the group. And all I've seen him do is bumble around, force you to do things because the story tells you to do them. And let me tell you, that drives me crazy. I can't stand it. I understand that this is a gacha game and choice will be limited. But if a character says, choose to follow me or don't follow me, and you're not allowed to not follow them, that is just asinine. Why would you do that? Secondly, with the IPC in general, again, a group that a lot of tell don't show. For some reason, a lot of the Astral Express has a great respect for the people of the IPC. All I've seen from the IPC is a bunch of greedy bureaucrats that literally enslave people with contracts. This isn't something that you want to show from a group that is supposed to be respected by some of the most well-known and respected characters in the game, such as Himiko and Welt. When I was told that they wanted to collaborate with Adventurine in this current storyline, I went nuts. Especially when I was told I had to text him and tell him that, and I was not given any option to even be snarky about it. It was, hi, we want to work with you. Then he throws money at us in a cute little stupid way, and we go on our way. Now, if Adventurine is literally the luckiest man in the world and a bumbling idiot that seems to stumble around, that would be a much more endearing character. Adventurine does not seem to understand how bad and creepy he looks when he does things, and yet he is supposed to be this genius businessman. The voice actor's great. I love Adventurine's voice actor. They got the perfect person to play him. I don't recall his name at the moment, but he did a really good job. However, the writing on the character is just asinine. Now, that being said, I didn't like Topaz when she first came out, and now her story is one of the most interesting ones that I found about the IPC, that she is one of these slaves that they have made by saving worlds, and she was able to rise through the ranks, and that is something that is noteworthy. She also showed that she has a soul, which is something that the IPC in general really hasn't shown. In fact, when she did something that showed she had a soul, she was punished for it, ranked down, and got her pay cut. So, you tell me, is this a group that should be given any type of benefit of the doubt? I don't think so. I really believe that the IPC, in its core, is a bunch of greedy, bureaucratic idiots. And the more they push the IPC as someone that can be trusted, for example, at the end of 2.0, when you're taken by Black Swan to Adventurine, and Adventurine begins to give you all of this intel from the IPC, I really wanted an option to say, well, you really seem to think that I believe anything IPC intelligence says. But no. And then you have to follow him down the long hallway and find Robin dead. Well, I'm going to finish the story because I do love Honkai Star Rail and I do love the characters that are being put forward. And I'm going to pull for Adventurine. I really hope that they find a way to redeem him, at least in my eyes. Not that I'm that important, or anyone has to worry about me. I've heard people that love his character, that he's supposed to be some sexy bad boy, and I don't see it. I see a gambling idiot. And you know what? That would be a much better character. Well, as I said, I'm making this video partly because I said that I would never go on Twitter and just yell into the void, that I would make content. And this is content, whether it seems like the rambling of a little gremlin or not. I thank you very much for listening to me, and for always watching me, whoever does. So, as always, I've been Stone the Internet Gremlin. Stay safe, and I'll see you later.
Gremlin signal lost.